Hello everyone, welcome back once again to my channel. It's really good to have you here, particularly if you're new to the channel. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel via the link below so that you don't miss any of my future content. This is the last of my Easter series, by the way. I've done 4, this is the 4th Easter recipe that I'm doing on this channel. The other 3 are linked down below and are in a playlist on this channel as well called Easter Baking with Ash. So check out those videos as well. We got 3 more before this one showing you how to make some delicious Easter bakes. So check those out as well. But this is the 4th of 4. So today we're going to be making the classic Easter treat, which is a hot cross bun. We don't know exactly when hot cross buns first originated. They came from England, we know that, and it's around the 12th century that we think they are from, although it's not exactly clear via my Google search. Originally, I think they were developed as a treat to give to the poor with the cross on. Obviously, Easter being the time of year that we celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and therefore that is why there is a cross on your hot cross bun. So that's what that means. But we're going to make them today. I've never made them before. This is going to be a first for me, so it may go well, it may not, but we're going to give it a go anyway. I should also mention at this stage of the video as well that everything I use in this video, from the whisker that I'm going to be using down to the knife, chopping knives, yeah, knives are used for chopping, you know what I mean, everything like that I use in the kitchen, the links to those products are down below. So if you want to check them out or you want to get a set for yourself of whatever it is, the link will be down below, and if it's not there, let me know, send me a DM and I will show you the products that we are using to make these hot cross buns. So that's just a little bit of housekeeping done. Let's go to the kitchen, let's crack on, let's make some hot cross buns. I've always wanted to give these a try, but it's one of those recipes that I've sort of put off because I was like, I'll never be able to get it right. But today I'm tackling it head on, I'm giving it a go, and I'm giving it a go for you so that you can give it a go as well at home. The recipe that I've got is actually a Paul Hollywood recipe. This is on the BBC Good Food website, but it's by Paul Hollywood himself. Mr. Handshake. Are you going to get a Hollywood handshake at the end of this? We'll find out. Hot cross buns are a bit of an institution here in the UK, particularly around the time of Easter. You can have them all year round, of course you can, but they're an Easter tradition, an Easter institution, and so, you know, it's only right that I attempt them for you in this Easter series. It wouldn't feel right doing a baking series for Easter without doing hot cross buns, so that's why I'm here and that's why I'm going to give them a go. However, you will need some ingredients that you wouldn't necessarily have in the cupboard for this. So I'm going to go through the list of ingredients that you will need to make hot cross buns. This is what you need. 300 millilitres of full fat milk, 50 grams of butter, 500 grams of strong bread flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 75 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil. You'll need 1 sachet of fast action or easy blend yeast. Bit of a random one, that one. I've never used this before. Don't even really know what it is, but you need it. You'll need 1 egg, 75 grams of sultanas, 50 grams of mixed peel, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 75 grams of plain flour, and finally 3 tablespoons of apricot jam. Let's give it a go, shall we? We're going to make hot cross buns. The recipe is linked down below in written form for you if you want to cook along with me, but if not, I will make it pretty clear as I'm videoing myself what each stage is, so you can always just follow along with this video, but if you need the written recipe, it's linked down below. This is how you make, hopefully, hot cross buns. There we go. The dough is ready. It's in its little proving drawer that I've made for it. For those of you that watch the Bake Off, you'll be very familiar with the proving drawer. This rests now for 1 hour. I didn't realize there was an hour break in this recipe. I thought I was going to make it all the way through, but I've got an hour free, which is good. You want an hour free because it means that you can tidy up. As you can see, I've made quite a lot of mess. There's quite a lot of dirty dishes and different things that need sorting out. So I'm going to use this time wisely. I'm going to have a little tidy up, and in 1 hour, this will be ready to be turned into some hot cross buns. There we go, guys, that is how you do it. Nice clean kitchen, everything has been wiped down, all the dirty dishes have been washed and put away. These are the ingredients that I still need to use for this bake. Chopping board is ready and the recipe is right there, ready to go. Use your time wisely when you've got the spare time. I've got about half an hour now. Everything's done, so I can just sit down, have a cup of tea, put my feet up and wait for that dough to be ready. So see you in half an hour. Look at the size of this. I don't know if you can really see it properly in the video, but it's literally double the size. This is the first time that I've ever made anything that has the sort of consistency of a bread. So to see it doubled in size really did surprise me, but I guess that's just what happens. Anyway, we move on to the next stage now. Need to add the rest of the ingredients, and then it needs another hour to prove again. So this recipe's taken up most of my day today. I didn't realize it was going to, but that's okay if it works. If it doesn't work, then it was just a waste of a day. But it is going to work. It's all going to a plan so far. So yeah, let's crack on, get the rest of the ingredients in there, and then let it prove for another hour. There we go, that has now gone into the cupboard to prove for another hour. And I've just looked ahead in the recipe. Once we have divided it up into the actual sort of bun shapes, which comes after this, you have to then let it prove for another hour. So this is like an all-dayer, everybody. If you're going to be doing this recipe, make sure you set aside a day at home to do it, because you won't be able to go out. You won't be able to go do the shopping. You won't be able to meet your friend for coffee. You have to just stay in and do this recipe because it takes all day. But thankfully, I have got all day. I can do other bits alongside this kind of, you know, as and when. So yeah, I can make it work today, but I didn't realize it was going to take this long. It's a labor of love making hot cross buns, and yeah, hopefully they turn out okay. Poor Hollywood though, he's never led us astray, has he? So I would imagine that Paul knows what he's doing. If he knows one thing, it's bread week on Bake Off. So I trust you, Paul, I trust you. There they are, they're proving for yet again, yes, you guessed it, another hour they need to prove for. Then we'll be in a position to put them in the oven. So one more hour of proving. I promise this is the last time we're going to be proving anything. You've got nothing to prove after this. Okay guys, another hour has passed, and as you can see, I have got 2 trays here full of hot cross buns. Oh, my battery light's flashing. Let me just put that one in. Come and get it now then, because I'm in the middle of doing this. Classic Joe.
I didn't hear you. You should have left me a note.
Okay, let's try that again for the 3rd time. Okay guys, here we go. I have got 10 hot cross buns that have been proving for another hour. I have just got them out, they're ready, they have swelled up beautifully, And what I need to do now, before I put them in the oven, is I need to put the cross on the top. So to do that, I need my 75 grams of flour and 5 tablespoons of water, which I mix together, and I then need to pipe on top of each one of them, which I'll show you how to do that now. I don't own a piping bag, so I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to use, but I spoke to Joe's mum a minute ago on FaceTime, and she suggested using like a carrier bag type thing, but like almost like a sandwich bag. Haven't got a sandwich bag, but I have got this, which is where I put my vinyl records in these. It's like a protective sleeve for vinyl records. And I thought that'll work quite well as a piping bag, so I'm going to give this a go. But if you've got a sandwich bag or something of the equivalent, that would also work quite well as an impromptu piping bag. So we're going to give this a go, see if it works. Put them in the oven. You want to preheat your oven to 200 degrees fan assisted, which I have done. And then yeah, they're ready to go in. But first of all, I need to give them the cross. There we go, that's about as good as I could do them. I did 2 trays. The first tray, the crosses were too thick. This one, I'd say they're about right. It's better than I thought it was going to be anyway, so I'm fairly happy. Anyway, gonna put them in the oven now for 20 minutes, 200 degrees fan assisted. When they come out, all we need to do is glaze them over with the apricot jam, just to give them a bit of a crisp and a bit of a shine. But let's put them in the oven. And there we go, guys, they're all ready. The hot cross buns are here, they're glazed, they've got nothing more to prove, they're all ready, and I am really happy with how they look. For the first time try, I think I've done all right. With the glaze particularly on them, they really do look like hot cross buns now. They've got all the fruit in there. The crosses look quite good actually. That was the hardest bit, I must say, was trying to get the crosses out properly. Some of them are a bit thicker, like these ones here are a little bit thicker than these, but not too bad. Given that I've never made bread, I've never done anything like this before, I'm quite happy with how they've turned out. All I need to do now is let them set, let the glaze on the outside sort of set around each one, and then I'll give them a try for a taste test. But for the actual look of them, really, really happy. Paul Hollywood, you did all right. I've done a good job. I'm looking at these now and I can't believe that I made them. They look shop bought. Look at that cross there. I put that cross there. There's a real sense of achievement when you make something like this. I imagine it's the same as when you make bread. You know, you're like, damn, I made that. And so I'm delighted. A lot of satisfaction has come from making this. And I'm sure a lot of satisfaction is going to come from eating it as well. Let's give it a try. I have gone for having them the classic way, just putting butter on there. I saw online some people eat them with like eggs, bacon, that kind of thing. I'm going classic, which is in the toaster, a little bit of butter on the top. Beautiful. Let's give them a try. I can't even tell you. The fruitiness is there. There's a bit of zest in there from the mixed peel. I put a little bit of orange zest in as well because I had some spare oranges here. So that wasn't on the recipe, but I just added that in. The butter has seeped through nicely. It just tastes like bread, but with a fruity kick. And it's warm and it's delicious. And so very, very happy with these. Honestly would recommend them. We've done some stuff on this channel this year, baking wise, but this is up there. Honestly, so good. Really worth a day of your time. It does take a day to make them. I mean, what time is it now? It's 5:30 right now, and I started making these around 11 o'clock. So it's a long day. It's a long day once you've done all the waiting around. But very, very worth it. Really enjoyable. 10 out of 10 from me. Paul Hollywood, once again, I salute you, sir. All that remains to say is thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really, really grateful that you decided to stay right to the end and find out if they were a success or not, and they were. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe via the link below if you haven't already, and I'll see you really, really soon. We've got lots of really good content coming up. The Easter series is over from this video, but have a great Easter. Enjoy time, hopefully, with those that you love, even if it's just in a garden or through a window. It's better than nothing, and the good times are on their way back. And it's really important, particularly at this time of year, to remember that through what we celebrate at Easter and through the cross that we see on these these buns that I made today, these hot cross buns, through that cross, well, not that one, but through the cross, we can find hope, we can find safety, and we can find love. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.